It is the 11th of April, the year 2025. A lot has happened, is happening, and continues to happen in our country. Our reporters have been up and about, interacting with different issues, the different people tonight. But first, let's get a proper introduction into the bulletin. This is KUTV Primetime News with Mutegi K. Martin. And our sign language interpreter tonight goes by the name Sami Okelo. Join us for the next 30 or so minutes as we inform you on what's happening in the country and beyond. Now, in worrying turn of events, 12 people have died following two separate road accidents in Kiambu County. 7 people died this morning after a 14-seater matatu lost control and veered off the road at the Kamandura junction on the Nairobi-Nakuru highway before overturning and killing 5 passengers on the spot, while 2 others succumbed to the injuries while receiving treatment. The accident occurred approximately 1 kilometer from the scene of another fatal crash involving a private vehicle that crashed after a tire burst, killing 5 people. The wreckage from both accidents has been towed to Tigoni police station, with police saying that investigations are ongoing.
At last watu kwa madirisa hivi wenye wanaruhu wenye inaruhusa watu kwa madirisa wenye inaruhusa watu wanaruhusa kwa madirisa mpaka sasa ikasimamia hapo. Sasa ni overspeed na sasa hiyo overtaking.
Kiti ya nyuma, so nikapata kuna majamaa wanajaribu kung'oa hiyo mlango didisha, ndio sasa wakanitolea hapo. Then wakaendelea kusaidia watu wengine. Then we were put in one of the vehicles from Likana Sacco, ndio ikatuleta hospitali. So we were from town going to Kijabi Hospital.
Madereva wanaenda kwa spindi ya hali ya juu sana na wengine wako kwa simu sawa. Tungewasihi tu madriver Kenya hii watembee, waende ile mwendo inastahili, waeke ile distance inastahili na wasikue kwa simu. Na pia tungeuliza the Ministry ya Transport and Communication, wanastahili sasa warudishe zile maneno za michuki.
May the Lord rest the departed souls in eternal peace. Now, Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen has refuted claims that President William Ruto's government felt threatened by the Butere girls' echoes of war play. Murkomen says the government and the nation as a whole has faced more serious security issues to be threatened by a play by young people. However, the CS cautioned politicians against driving their personal agendas using young people, stressing that politicians should give way and allow young people to criticize the government on their own.
I don't think William Ruto or any government official, President William Ruto or any government official is going to be threatened by a play. No, of course not at all. I mean, I saw people saying, oh, the government is threatened by what? I mean, we have faced so many other political issues. We have faced more serious security issues as a country to be threatened by a play by young people. The thing is, we are insisting, let the politicians give way and allow our children to criticize us. We have no problem. Allow them to also explore ways of communication that is going to help them grow to be responsible citizens. So we don't fear criticism.
Now, in closely related matters, Machakos County Deputy Governor Francis Mwangangi is demanding for the immediate resignation of the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and Internal Security Kipchumba Murkomen and his Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo over the tear gassing of Butere Girls High School students and journalists yesterday in Nakuru during the National Drama and Films Festival. Mwangangi claims that Murkomen and his Principal Secretary allowed themselves to be misused by the state.
Kipchumba Murkomen ni wakili na Daktari Omolo ni one of the top minds in this country. Hilo jambo lilitendeka Nakuru, na waomba mchukue fursa hii na muache kazi, kwa sababu inakaa hii kazi ni kama imewashinda. Hamwezi kutupia watoto wadogo kama hao tear gas. Hamwezi fanya hayo mambo yalifanyika pale, na niseme ni aibu kubwa, kwa sababu shule hili ilianza huu mchezo katika very lower level, wakafanya huko, wakaenda county mpaka wakuja kitaifa. Kwa nini amuku ionea huko chini, mnaanza kuja kuleta sarakasi at national level to an extent ya kufanya hicho kitendo mlichotenda?
Now, President William Ruto has fired at the government critics, saying that the border and tribal politics have no place in Kenya. Speaking while inspecting the construction of the Talanta Sports Complex Stadium, Ruto reiterated that the country's unity is the only thing that will move the country forward. The head of state further hailed government projects, outlining that his opponents will not stop him from implementing developmental projects.
Ili tuweze kukamilisha azma yetu na mipango yetu, ni lazima pia tuungane, tushirikiane, tufanye kazi kwa pamoja. Tuache siasa ya mipaka ya ukabila na dini na siasa. Tuungane, tuunganishe taifa letu. Ndio vijana wa Kenya wapate ajira, tusonge mbele pamoja.
And Tana River County Governor, that is Dado Godana, has urged Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen to address the teething boundary conflicts between his county and Garissa County, saying that it is fueling insecurity in the region. Governor Dado added that the influx of Somalia refugees corruptly obtaining Kenya identity cards is a security threat not only to Tana River but to the entire country, and called on the CS to regulate issuance of the national documents. Listen in.
To expect the minister to say something, because the one is a coordinator of national government and the Minister for Security. So expect him to give a very, very strong warning, and not just warning, to act on whatever has already been done. And then there are these influxes of Somalis because of the conflict. Now we're moving to Tana, and they're already there. Then the whole chain of corruption, they get ID cards. All of a sudden, the allocation of the Orma is carved. Allocation of this is carved out. It is given to them.
In other news, elected ODM leaders in Teso North constituency have urged its members to stay loyal to the party to ensure a stronger position ahead of the next general elections. Speaking to the press at the party offices in Walaba, the leaders, led by Chairman David Otini and Secretary Harrison Juma, emphasized that ODM enjoys massive support in the region. They urged members to trust the new leadership to help achieve the party's goals, pledging to intensify grassroots mobilization efforts.
Shughuli ya kura ilienda vizuri. Galao unajua kuna mahali haikosangi na vurugu kidogo. Wako wenye walikuwa wanataka kuharibu uchaguzi, lakini mwishowe mambo ilikuja kawa sawa. Uchaguzi kafanyika, wale walichaguliwa, majina zikaenda. Sisi kama wanachama wa ODM tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba tunatembea mashinani, tuweze kuwasihi wanachama wetu wasalie kwa chama. Tutafanya mikakati kadha wa kadha kama vile michezo za hapa na pale, za kupatanisha vijana, za kupatanisha kina mama na za kupatanisha wazee. Tutafanya mikutano ambazo pia zitanuia kuhakikisha kwamba wanachama hao wanasalia pamoja, wanasalia kuketi kwa amani, wakipendana kama ndugu.
Now, KUTV Primetime News this Friday takes a short break right here. We'll be back in a jiffy. Keep it here. Yes, here.
Hi, my name is is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Okemwa Mukwa James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3 ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, 2 ndio wako hai.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu umwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia,
They find it quite strange talking to you.
We should just make schools integrated,
Inclusive setups.
by providing the right facilities.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila woga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi. Hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
In a world where uncertainty rules and opportunities are scarce, it's time to break from the barrier and unlock your full potential.
We must live within our means. We cannot spend money that we don't have.
We will explore the fascinating world of investment, trade secrets, business strategies and entrepreneurship.
Sasa challenges ziko mingi sana. Mipaka ya mzigo imekuwa mbaya. Unaweka pesa yako na kataa kurudi.
Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, what you covered with invaluable insights to help you succeed.
Now, this year we have seen a rebound in the economy, which is well above the global average of the 3%.
Join me, Anyango Sylvia, every Sunday and Monday on KUTV News at 9, and let's turn your dreams into reality.
From the hospital corridors, we bring you experts to discuss issues affecting your health, from diet to mental health. The familiar and the ignored are both put into perspective. We then dive into the environment and look at the effects of climate change and its solutions. Join me, Mutegi K. Martin, every Friday at 9 p.m. as we learn on how to better our health while taking care of our environment. Only on KUTV.
Naitwa Chef Anisia Joka, North Coast Beach Hotel, na leo ninaandaa bajia sandengu.
Yani viungo vyenyewe tu vilikuwa vinanivutia hata mwanzo, hata tangu, yani kabla hata nionje, yani nilikuwa navutiwa na viungo. Mtamu.
Asante. Asante.
Hadi unafikiri sijui ni keki, sijui ni nini.
Are you healthy, or rather, do you maintain a healthy lifestyle? According to WHO, health is regarded as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. Welcome to Focus on Health, a show on all matters health, wellness, and lifestyle. today's show, we cover a wide variety of topics inclusive of but not limited to dental, optical, mental, reproductive health, and so much more. Join me, Joy Bofenda, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on KUTV for compelling insights and discussions on all matters health. See you then.
Focus on Health, your weekly dose of health and wealth information on KUTV.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
You are watching KUTV Primetime News with Mutegi K. Martin. That's right. Welcome back, and remember we're streaming this live broadcast also on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya and having conversations at KUTV_Kenya on Twitter, also X. Now, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has castigated the government for what he terms as frustrating Butere Girls High School students over their play, Echoes of War, one which has been deemed as critical towards the ruling government. Now, speaking during the memorial ceremony of the late President Mwai Kibaki, Gachagua condemned the incident, questioning why the government would use such force on innocent school-going girls.
Following the dramatic turn of events witnessed in Nakuru yesterday after Butere girls boycott from performing their Echoes of War play, citing frustration by the police, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has pointed fingers at the Kenya Kwanza government for allowing the use of violence against the Kakamega-based high school students.
We have seen a situation where an administration has panicked because this one term is becoming real. So they have gone berserk. They have gone berserk, and they are now fighting shadows, including schoolgirls. From 2 girls, from 3 girls. These are harmless girls. How fluid is your government if girls can bring it down? Girls.
While attending the memorial service for the late third president of Kenya, Mwai Kibaki, the former DP castigated the government for what he terms as allegedly focusing on selfish interests rather than focusing on the need of its own citizens.
If a decision needed to be made that is a bad play and people should not see it, ingesimamishiwa huko mbali because the houses on the ground every day. Lakini watu wote wamelala. Kila mtu anatafuta pesa. Hii serikali ni ya biashara. Watu ya intelligence wanatafuta biashara. Watu ya polisi wanatafuta biashara. Rais mwenyewe anatafuta biashara. Sasa, these are things that would make Mwai Kibaki turn in his grave.
Speaking on the same event, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka condemned the attack, terming it an attack on democracy. Kalonzo further pointed fingers at security officers who he says allegedly acted on orders from above by lobbing tear gas at the students whose only crime was performing Echoes of War.
Security agents acting on orders from above lobbed tear gas at young students of Butere Girls High School and members of the press at the National Drama Festival in Nakuru. It is an act of criminality against basic values of common decency. It is a direct assault to our democracy and rights of Kenyans as enshrined in our constitution.
While linking the Butere Girls students' boldness to that of Gen Z's, Kalonzo stated that under the umbrella of the constitution brought about by the late President Mwai Kibaki, he will not tire from defending the rights of all Kenyans.
That we will continue to defend the constitution.
On his side, Democratic Action Party leader Eugene Wamalwa called out the government for violating the learners' rights to freedom of expression.
This is the Gen Alpha. Kids, children being tear gassed, being injured, being denied one of the most fundamental freedoms in that constitution, freedom of expression. A child should be allowed to express themselves freely, not as a favor from the state, but it is a constitutional protection of our children.
On top of ushering Kenya into the new constitution of 2010, the late Mwai Kibaki has been remembered for stabilizing the economy and also spearheading the launch of free primary education. Ochieng Cynthia, KUTV.
Thank you, Ochieng Cynthia, for that story. Now, police in Narok town have arrested 6 suspects and recovered a stash of stolen electronics and gas cylinders linked to the recent burglaries in Macedonia and Total Estates. Narok Central Sub-County Police Commander John Momanyi confirmed the arrests, crediting the breakthrough to credible intelligence from members of the public. Among the recovered items were mobile phones, laptops, church instruments, and gas cylinders. While speaking to the press, Momanyi urged the victims of recent thefts to visit the police station to identify and reclaim their stolen belongings, and further reassured residents that the suspects, believed to be part of a criminal network terrorizing the area, would face justice.
Siku ya leo tunataka kusema ya kwamba tumefanikiwa kufanya recovery ya items ambazo zimekuwa zikiibwa katika sehemu moja ya mji wetu hapa ya Narok, area ya Macedonia na Total. It's very unfortunate ya kwamba in the last few days tumekuwa experience cases of house breaking and burglary and robberies. We have also been able, the suspects led us to other accomplices, especially those who have been, to whom they have been selling the items that they steal. We have also been able to arrest them, and in total, we have 6 suspects in our custody. We are urging all those members of the public who have fallen victims by losing their items to please come up and try and assist us in identifying the items so that we can process the suspects and arraign.
Millions of people around the world live with arthritis. Of the more than 100 different types of arthritis, which causes swelling, pain and stiffness in and around the joints, osteoarthritis is the most common form. Vicky Stark reports on how patients and experts in South Africa are addressing the condition.
Helen Gabriel was diagnosed with arthritis in both her shoulders almost 4 years ago. She says medications alleviate the pain for only 10 minutes.
Nothing seemed to help. But in a day, it's not so bad. I can still clean my place, whatever, but slowly. I take my time doing it. But I can still manage to do that. Thank you, Lord, for that. I can do that. But at the night, then is the time to want to sleep and I suffer. Then I suffer.
Protesia Hospital, one of the biggest medical facilities in Cape Town, has a rheumatology clinic. Dr. Ayanda Qelu, who works there, explains that there are several types of arthritis. She says early detection of the disease is crucial and can help prevent joint replacements.
Early morning stiffness. So if you feel stiff, you wake up, you feel so stiff, not just for 2-3 minutes, but stiff for 30 minutes or longer. So your stiffness takes time to resolve. then that is a sign that there is a problem. And swelling in the joints.
Dr. Krelu says the most common form of arthritis is from wear and tear, affecting people over 50. It is called osteoarthritis. She says having a good diet is always a great idea. Another is movement.
Especially for hip as well as knee arthritis, that you need to exercise your muscles, because the muscles, once they are stronger, they help to align the joint.
She says occupational therapy can also help.
Especially when they develop the arthritis at the base of the thumb, it's much more common there. You can refer them to OT, and then they can make some special gadgets for them that will help support the joints.
Helen Gabriel's arthritis is acute. But Dr. Krelu says many people with arthritis are able to manage the disease with pain relievers, anti-inflammatory remedies like steroids, and anti-rheumatic drugs. Managing the disease, she says, has allowed some patients to move effortlessly, even climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Vicky Stark, VOA News, Cape Town, South Africa.
Let's now get sporty. And Kenya national rope jumping team is gearing up preparations ahead of the World Jumping Rope Championships set to kick off in July this year in Japan. And the team, which is expected to announce the final squad in May, is upbeat of a positive outing in Japan. The team, which trains at Kenyatta University, is calling on the government and stakeholders to avail funds on time to expedite traveling arrangements and preparations on time.
Right now we have already selected the first bunch of players, and then from there we are going to have the final selection of the team that will be making it according to what will have will be in the kitty at that time. That's why I can't tell how many players will be able to take to the World Championship, but I'm praying that we get the support so that we can take as many as possible. And then, with the dates, we haven't settled on the dates as when we are doing the selection day. Yeah, but it is somewhere in May. I'll let you know. Yes. So we submitted our budget very early at the ministry. And we are hoping that this time round it's gonna work out. But also we are also appealing to anyone who can really come in, because I know how ministry works. They can actually fund you when you are already at the airport.
And the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, Soipan Tuya, has revealed that the government will spend 44.7 billion shillings to construct the Talanta Sports Complex ahead of the African Cup of Nations 2027 that Kenya will host alongside Uganda and Tanzania. With 37% of the construction done, the government has only paid 2% of the total construction cost of the 60,000 seater capacity that began on March last year and is expected to be completed in February next year. It is 9:30 on the dot. Thank you for joining us for half an hour of information on happenings in our country and beyond our borders. We take you back to our normal programming here on KUTV, a new experience. Be sure to enjoy informative, entertaining shows right here on KUTV, a new experience. And until tomorrow, 6:30 p.m., where Mizizi Weekendi will be coming live to you. And at 9 p.m. Weekend Live will be coming live to you to continue informing you on happenings here in the country and beyond our borders. We continue to pray for the souls and the families of the departed 12 who perished earlier on today. and we continue to pray that our nation will continue to strengthen its systems to ensure that we avoid cases like this, that drivers will take caution and do what is necessary, that passengers will also cry out when injustices happen on the road, so we get to have longer lives here on earth to fulfill our purpose. We come to the end of the conversation tonight. This is not the end of the conversation. KUTV News, under the leadership of our very own Caroline Kimwele, is here to inform you on what you need to know for you to continue to be part and an active part of the society. We take a break for now. It is a break because we'll be coming back as KUTV News to continue informing you. And our sign language interpreter is Sami Okello. Mine is Mutegi K. Martin. Good night.